Thank you. So today we are going to start with the concept of SEO, that is the search engine optimization. So how it is going to be useful, why it is very important when you are going to say it as a digital marketing. So it is going to have a kind of a impact. So it has a more impact in all the concepts. So either you are doing with a social media marketing, or it could be a through the website. So there are few things which we are supposed to take care with, which we have come across, but still we will put it into one set of things, that what are the very important things which we have to take care when we say it as a the information which we want to bring it up on the digital media. So let me share my screen. So here I'll be sharing with a few of the slides of the content, and later on after the session I'll be sharing this with you all people. So search engine optimization, it is going to be divided into two parts. One is on-page optimization and another one is off-page optimization. That is, on-page optimization, what we are supposed to do it when we are going to create a content. So it is like, it is a face. So on the face, what are the things we have to take care? Off-page optimization, on behind the screen, what are the things we have to take care? So let me go with firstly with the on-page optimization. So when it is said as why search engines are preferred as very important, so is that every person who's using the digital platform will be looking out all the information through social media only. So it is also, people are going to give a preference to a, yes. So people will give a preference to use with the search engine, that is a Google. So there are people who are giving a search engine services. तो आप गूगल यूज कर रहे हैं, बिंग यूज कर रहे हैं, या yahoo.com, ऐसे किसी टाइप्स ऑफ ब्राउजर्स को यूज कर रहा है, वहां पे जो कुछ भी आपको सर्विसेज मिल रहा है उसको हम सर्च इंजन सर्विसेज करके बुलाएंगे. So when you are going to get the information over there, how do you get it? We have been discussed this on the first session itself, that in the digital marketing process. So whenever we are going to add any information through any kind of a platform, it is going to display it on the search engine. So search engine as everything, search engine के through आप लोगों को सभी प्लेटफॉर्म्स को कनेक्ट करेंगे. Yes. So the survey says that 39% of the customers come from search engine. So अभी भी जो भी हम लोगों को चाहिए, whatever the informations we want to bring it up, we are going to refer with our search engines only. So that is either it could be a Google, or it could be a Bing, or anywhere. So msn.com also. So these people are going to be given with such informations, and people can be able to see with both the type of information. One is with the ad and one is without ad. So whatever we are talking now, it is going to be without ads. आपको एक कीवर्ड एंटर करके एंटर दबाया तो आपको 10 से मिनिमम आपको रिजल्ट्स मिलेंगे. उस 10 में से आपको 2 या 3 मैक्सिमम आपको एड्स के साथ दिखाई दे रहा है, और बाकी सब जो कुछ भी आपको डिटेल्स मिल रहा है वो तो सर्च इंजन ऑप्टिमाइजेशन के थ्रू, यानी नेचुरली दे आर ऑन द टॉप. सो what is the reasons how we can be able to make our business pages or any web pages on the top of the result page. So I think we have also discussed that, is it required to be on the top? Yes. The most of the people will end it up in the first 5 to 7 results. So the highest people who are going to see it, it is going to be at 5th or 6th position. So which is equal to 78% of the searches will end it there itself. Okay. So if I want to bring my information, I should be always try it up to be on the top, on the first page within 6th or 7th results. So it is very less than numbers. You can be able to see the people at the end of the page, and people is very rarest cases, they are going to be on the next pages. Okay. So these are the few just an information. So on-page optimization is a process of implementing certain elements in the site which are recommended by search engines. So search engines को जो कुछ भी चाहिए, so वो हम उसको follow करते हैं. It is an unconditional rules and regulations. वो एक algorithm की तरह होता है. उस algorithm के तरफ से हम काम कर लिया तो will be there on the top of the result pages. So what are the factors it is going to affect when it comes to the on-page optimization? The first and foremost thing is website designing, then user experience, quality content, and there are certain things which you are supposed to take care on your pages, on your web pages. So what are those things which we are supposed to take care when you are saying it as a search engine optimization? The first and foremost thing is domain name. Choose the domain name in such a way that one thing, it will not repeat it. Second thing is, do not create a domain name, that is your website address, which is irrelevant to your business concept. So it should relevant to your business concept, and it should be one of your keyword which can be able to get connected to your website. The more and more visibility can be able to bring it, and the keywords will be at the edge of the tongue. So I can use that word, I feel. So domain name जब भी आप choose करेंगे, make sure that वो तो easy से याद कर सकता है. It can be easily remembered, and it should be not so lengthier. I cannot say it as a very small. It should not be so lengthier that even the person who is created with that, उसको भी नहीं मालूम रहेगा, नहीं तो याद नहीं रहेगा. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. And do not include with any special characters with your web address. And there are very rarest cases, there may be chances numbers भी use कर सकते हैं, but it should be avoided as much as possible. Try to avoid. When it comes to branding wise, are you branding with your personal branding or are you branding with your business brand? So make with that choice and choose with that domain name based on that. So you all know that you can be able to buy the domain names in the different platforms. Like a very familiar one is you can go to godaddy.com and you can be able to buy it there. Even the WordPress, then you can also see with namecheaper.com. So like this, there are different kinds of websites are there which are recommended where you can buy with the domain names. So at very cheaper prices also we can be able to expect it. Okay. So इसके साथ में you should also buy it with the hosting space. So hosting space लेने के लिए आपको suggestions क्या सकता है? You can be able to choose with the WordPress itself. So where you can get both domain name as well as the hosting space together. or you can be able to try it out with HostGator. So as of now, these are the two recommended websites I can say. So which can be able to get a good hosting space with good security sockets. So you can try with this if you are not been having with any websites. The next thing is take care with your page speed. So जब भी आप वेबसाइट को शुरू करेंगे वहां पे आपको लिखना पड़ेगा the content should be there. So it does not mean that you are going to dump the information. So please be careful when you are going to add any content. It should not be overly it is dumped, or it should not be one line or two line in a page, so that it does not have any content. So it should not be in both the ways. It should be with the right informations. So choose with the right website builders. So templates also, it is very important. So to make sure आपके पेज जैसे क्लिक करते ही वेबसाइट एड्रेस को क्लिक करते ही इमीडिएटली शुरू होता है तो then it is a recommended. So it is recommended that जैसे ही पेज के ऊपर क्लिक करते ही वेबसाइट एड्रेस डालते ही so it should get started within maximum of 3 seconds. It is recommended, because if it does not opens within that time period, so people will not have a patience, they will just move out. So make sure with that page speed, and you can be able to make use of this website tools.pingdom.com, where you can be able to check with the how it is going to work with your web page. The next thing is website should be mobile friendly. So whenever you are going to create a content on the website, you will have a three choices, three versions of screens you should have it. One is with the mobile version, then desktop version, and tab version. So if anyone opens with any of this modes, so they should be able to get the details properly. यहाँ पे आपका कंटेंट कोई भी स्क्रीन पे ऊपर आप देखना है तो सो कहीं पे भी ओवरराइट नहीं होना चाहिए. So make sure that it is going to be checked out while creating the content itself. So when you are creating with the templates, so there itself you'll be able to get it. So make sure that you are going to use it, such type of templates where you'll be able to get to know that you'll be getting the data right way. It has been placed on all these three versions. The next
Sir,
thing
I
is
hope only.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
The first screen is there on this my window. I think you have not changed any slide yet. We are on the first slide.
Is it not SEO elements in page?
Yeah. This is visible.
Yeah, it is the same thing. I'm talking point by point, ma'am.
Yeah,
Are you able
I
to
heard.
see 14? 14
Yes,
points are there?
yes.
Yeah.
Sir.
So now I'm
Just
talking
wanted
about
to
the
check if
fourth.
you are not changing any slide.
No. I'm talking about all the important
Yeah.
elements which is mandated to be maintained.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, ma'am. So the next important part is you can be able to see with title. So title in the sense like it is going to be on the top of the page. So let me just come out of the screen. Now I am out of the screen. I'll just go to any of the websites. Okay. So here the title means whatever you are able to see on the top. So here it is written as digital marketing consultant trainer and speaker Chennai, India. So this is going to be the title of your web page. So this has to be lesser than 70 characters. So if it is more over there, it is not going to be uh, it will take a more time to get uploaded. One thing. So it will not be shown completely over there. So for that reason, try to keep it very simple way. So what is that main thing? And add it as one of the keywords of your content. Okay. So the next thing is meta tag. So here the meta tag is what you are going to get it when you are searching for any information on the search engine. So let me go to. Okay. So here, if you are seeing the content over here, okay, let me take this as an example. So whatever the content over here, it is there. So how do the search engine will come to know that this information has to be entered or it has to be displayed on the screen. So this information, it has been added on your back of the page. So the back end of the page as a meta description. So you can be able to decide it what information you want to highlight it on the search engine. And that it is given with the limitation of 140 characters. And the same thing, it is given as an headline. So this is called headline, which is in the bolded letters, which is clickable. So what this has to be there. So this information also it is going to be given at the back end of the page. So how to know that what all the things are created at the back end of the pages. So you can right click on this any web page and you can go to view source page, and here you can be able to see that what all the informations are being given. Okay, you can see here. So this information, it has been entered as a meta description. So it is not a technique, it is a technical thing, but these things can be entered with the certain types of website builders. They will give it in a text format only, and later on it is going to get converted automatically to the meta descriptions. Okay, but you should be very clear that you are going to be given with such type of information that what it has to be as an description and as well as just give me a minute. Okay, so The meta descriptions. So the tag has to be given. What is the information you want to display it on the search engines, and what is the headline do you want to highlight it, so that you are supposed to specify it, and at least one keyword should be there with this both, either with the description, and if both also it is there, it is okay. So but make sure that you are going to give with the relevant, and it is going to be attracting headlines to be given for the same. The next important thing is alter text. So I think I might have been talked about this when we were doing it with email marketing while adding the images. So there also we had an option as alt text. So what does this alt text option means? So that is giving an information about that images if that it is not getting opened. So that is in case if the images while opening the website, it could be either the page is very much uh, if it is having more content, it may take a more time, or if your internet is not working fine, or the server is slow. So in such cases, the images will not get open immediately. So it will open with first text information. Later on, if possible, it will get open with the images. In such instances, you can be able to see the text over there, which is replaced on the images. That means it will show what is that image is all about. So, for example, if there is any image, it is there, it is showing on the web page and it is not getting opened. So it should not show it as an error. It should show it as, so this image is related to company logo, or this is related to so and so product. So that information you have to give it as an alt text. The next thing is URL. So you should be very careful that how your URL has to be maintained. So I've just explained few of the things on the URL optimizing, so that we will see it just few minutes after. Then next thing is the footer notes. It is very important. That is, when the people are going to search for the information, when they are reading the content, and they will be scrolling down and they will come to the end of the page. So footer note, it should be related to all the things what they have been come across from the top to bottom. So they should not feel it that something they have missed it. So you should be able to give the more details over there. Then second thing, connecting to the other places, other pages, other platforms. Either it could be a social media buttons, or it could be anything like location wise, contact details wise. So it should have all the informations which they should not feel that they have missed. The next thing is hyperlinks. So try to be very careful with while creating the content. You should have certain words, and you should have a link to that particular words, so that you are going to highlight that word, something is there in that particular word, it is relevant to something. So you should be able to connect with it, and once they click on that word, they should be able to get into the landing page where you want to connect it with. The next thing is social sharing buttons. So be careful that you are going to add those social media buttons which is in working conditions. So it is not that you are just creating one page and you are just connecting. You should be active on all those social media pages, so that it will make the people that they are in the right place. The next, breadcrumbs. It is like giving a information of reaching to the particular page from your home page to the destination page. So you should give a proper instructions. So that we call it as a breadcrumbs. For example, it is a page of www.nicg.com slash it is going to talk about the IT courses slash it is going to be a programming language slash C language. So like that, I should be able to clear cut with the what all the links I'm going to make it so that they are in the right destination pages. So that we can call it as a breadcrumbs. Then sitemap, it is listing out all the links are created or available or it is linked to your business page. So you have to list it out with the site links. So that we can call it as a sitemap. Then favicon means if you have been observed any website just next to your okay. So here the title is there. Just next to that, you can see that the logo or an image which will talk about that particular website. So this is called as the favicon image. Okay. So all these things is very important when you are going to say that you are building the page, and naturally you want to be there on the top of the result pages. Okay. So these are the SEO elements which we have to take care, which is mandatorily has to be fulfilled to any kind of web pages. So the next thing is, so how the search engine it will work on the Google. So when we enter the keyword, so it has been identified or it has been checked out by a crawler. So it is a kind of a robo. So it will go and search for the store. In the store, there will be indexes. So all the informations, whatever they have collected, so everything it has been listed out and it will be found and it will connect to those particular results which are on the following of the search engines algorithms. So then it will finally list it out the results. So this is how it is going to be worked out. So there is a lot of process, it will go within a milliseconds. Okay. So the next thing is user experience. So how you can be able to bring a user experience in a better way. So how do you reduce with the bounce rates? So bounce rate means when anyone visits our website page, if they are not spending a minute of time in your page, so that means it is going to turn it into bounce rate. That means they are not stayed for a minimum time. Okay. So whether the content, whatever we created, is it created for the purpose of search engines algorithms, or is it meant for selling the goods, that is for a commercial purpose, or is it something you are going to give it as a solution to a audience who is coming and visiting to your page? So it has to balance with all these things. So these are all the examples which we can say that it is not a right way. It is just you have been used it with a particular font and it is not